What is up everybody, it's Adrian here from IAmJadoreTV, and I have a quick tip for you guys. This is how to make your images have that sort of film look, that film grain. If you always wanted to do that sort of film edit and you don't have a film camera, this is the way to do it. This is the way I do it. This is the easiest, quickest way if you want to get that sort of style. Now let's get into this. Now this isn't a particular, you can add this to only like flash photography, that sort of flash film look. You can do this with natural light. If you go on my Instagram page at IAmJadoreTV, you'll see I've done this quite a few times with a different, mainly natural light to be honest, but it works on a variety of different scenarios, so you don't have to, if you're looking at the image and think, oh, I don't have a flash, it doesn't matter. You can do it with any kind of photography. So the first thing we're going to do, as you can see, I've kind of got my my stuff prepared here. Now these, what you want to do is, as you can see, these are, so this is like a light leak sort of film look, like that sort of film burn there. We've got another one here, sort of more film burn and grain, sort of added that texture. Now these are mainly, I choose these for the light leaks that you have here and here, and I also have just the grain, so that's for added texture to the image. So we're going to layer these. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now if you're wondering where I got these, literally it's just so simple, it's free. Go on Google, just type in, as you can probably see the name of some of these already, type in film grain PNG. You want to make sure that they're PNG. It just makes it easier for the stages that I'll show you when they're PNG. You can do it with a JPEG image, you just have to tweak it a bit more. It's a bit more fiddly, but just make sure they're PNG. You won't have any of that trouble. Now yeah, so if you literally just search these film grain PNG on Google, go to images, a bunch of these will come up. Just choose the one you want, your style. Also you can just type in light leaks as well. These sort of ones will come up, and they're totally free. You just save them to a destination folder, and when you've edited your image, you go find them. What you want to do is you want to go to file, you want to press place embedded. I'm not going to do it as I've already got mine here. You're going to do place embedded, and the little dialog box will come up. You just click OK, and it will come up on your screen like this, and then it'll have a little, I'll show you guys how to do it here. It will come up just like this. This is how it will come up when you open it up. You can resize it however you want, like this. You can also just press Control, and you can see just whatever side you drag will the only bit that will move. So for this one, because it's not the exact size of my image, I have to stretch this out. So I would stretch it like this, like that, and then you would just click the tick. But we're not doing that yet. We have a step we need to do before. This isn't a necessary step. This is just something I like to do to make it look more filmy, more vintage. As you can see, this is a very sharp, clear image taken with the trusty Canon RP. I used a 50mm for this one. I have a video coming about that. The Canon 50mm 1.4. This was about f2.8, I think, or f3.2 with a flash. So what I want to do is I want to add some grain. That's what I want to do. I want to add some grain effect, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to click the background, filter, and I'm going to go to camera raw. This is what I use to edit all my images, guys, as well. If you've seen any of my previous videos, I just use camera raw and I put it into Photoshop. That's literally what I used to edit. I've already color graded this and edited the colors how I want it, so I'm not going to go into that. But what I am going to go is the effects tab is already opened here for you. So the effects, as you can see, grain. And this is the thing, you just want to eyeball it. I don't want it that close, a bit too close. You just want to eyeball it to how you like it, really. So I'm just gonna go quite far up. That's quite a clear image. I'm gonna go to about 50. 52 is fine. and you remember to zoom back out so you can see the whole image. I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with the level. And the thing is, you want to balance this correctly. You definitely want to balance and correct these, because if you don't, as you can see, you can still kind of see the sharpness in the image here. If you don't balance this well, you can lose the sort of quality of the image, and it can make it look like the lens was out of focus when it really wasn't, because maybe the size was too much for the image or the roughness. Now this depends on the f-stop that you've used, so again, this is why I say you need to eyeball it just to make sure the detail does stay in your image. But I'm happy with this, so we're going to click OK. And now the film, as you can see, the nice grain has been applied. Now going into the grain, so first I want to apply this film grain. Now as you can see, it's not the right orientation. You can just press Control T. You can press Control T, and as you can see, you can change the directional orientation of this image. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press Control, as I showed you earlier. You can just go up here and you can just press 90 for 90-degree angle, and there you go. But I don't want to do that because I like the orientation that it was, so I'm just going to stretch it. So I'm pressing Control right now, so it's Control and then hold the Control, and then you can drag it over the photo, and then you want to click the tick. Now you're probably wondering, Adrian, it's a black screen, what the hell are you doing? Don't worry, you want to go to the layer style at the top, so you want to, instead of normal, you want to go down to screen. Now screen takes away the black in images, so that's what people tend to use, especially multiple different effects. People use screen, it kind of takes away the black, and what it's left with is the white parts. That's the texture that we want in the image. But as you can see, it's kind of ruined the image, so this is not what we are looking for, and you can't really see the white parts of the grain and the filter that we're trying to apply. So what we're going to go is to image adjustments, and then image adjustments, and then go to levels. Now what you want to do is you want to play with these three sort of tabs here, and you want to bring this back, the darker bit up, as then it takes away, as you see, it takes away that kind of film over it. That's not what we want. So you take away that nasty sort of films ruining our image. It leaves you with the whites. You can't really see it too much, but the middle one brings back that white. Can you see now? It's those whites are coming back, and that's what we want. Then you can just adjust as you see fit, bring down, accentuating the whites in the image again. So as you can see, it's taken away that nasty film as it had before, and now we can see the effects that we're trying to apply to this image. So now we just press OK. Now I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with the placement of that. I tend to kind of try and remove some of the film look away from the skin, because it can make someone look like they kind of have spots when they don't, or just, yeah. So what I would do, especially I don't like it on the face, so what I'm going to do is literally, you can use the eraser tool, and as you can see, it comes up with a kind of stop sign, but don't worry, it just says you can change to rasterize to the smart object. You can just press OK, and we're literally just going to take away from the face. And that's literally it. I'll take it away from here as well, just here and here, and I'm pretty happy with that. And if you feel like yours is overpowering, you can still change the opacity. So if you want it a bit less, you can kind of change the opacity there, but that's if you wanted to. I want to leave it up just so you can see it for the sake of the video. So now we're not going to use both of these. We'll probably just use one or two, but just to show you the different styles. So we've already stretched this one as I showed you before, so we're going to go through the same process. I'm going to tap that layer, then we're going to go to screen. I'm going to do the same thing again, image, adjustments, levels, and we're going to bring to get rid of that sort of filter. We don't want that on there. And I actually like that. That's like a nice subtle, we don't even need to, you can adjust this as well if you want to make it just a bit darker, like a deeper red, just like that. Press OK. And the thing is, you can, and this is why you can adjust it. If you think, oh, I want to change it, just press it on the arrow on the side, double click levels, and then you can change it again. For some reason, if you feel like you can't, you've done it maybe a wrong method, or you didn't use it as a smart filter and you can't adjust it, or if you just want the same thing or just a deeper feel to it, or you want to intensify it, just press on the layer, Control J, and there you see what you've doubled. You've basically just created a copy and it's doubled over that. As you can see, it's much more intensified now, but we don't need to do that. It was fine in the first place, but just another little quick tip. So get rid of that one. So that's how you would create a film. As you can see, the film sort of grain at the beginning, and then the nice burn sort of filter look as well. So that's what you would, that's the complete look. If you had multiple images from this set and you didn't want to make every single picture have the exact same thing, I'll show you how to do that as well. So what you want to do is, let's click, just not show that one. So let's click back onto the film grain. And what you can also do is you can Control T again. And what you can do is you can flip horizontal. So you're going to change the aspect ratio. So you can see now it's on the other side. And then you can flip vertical. See, now the film grain is on a completely different side to what we had just previously done. You can click OK. Again, if you didn't want this on her, you can just press the eraser tool, press OK when it prompts, the dialog box prompts you to, and then you can just remove some of the stuff that you don't want. And even if you just saved one of the light leaks, you could then again Control T. All you can do is just readjust it. Let's bring it down to the bottom. You can readjust. I'm just gonna make this smaller. You can readjust it like that. There you go. Stretch that there. And there you'd have another, and that's another look. So if you had a different image of the same set, then you could just do it that way, or you could just use another filter and do the exact same process. Now if you did want them exactly the same, I can show you again another tip. It's full of tips, this video, full of tips. So this is the same image again. Don't worry about the label, guys. I just haven't taken it out. But what you can do is, if you wanted to do this exact same thing on another photo, instead of going through this whole process again, let's say you've mastered these two now, you've tweaked it exactly how you want, and you don't want to do it again. What you can do is literally just take this layer here, drag it over, place it on it, and there you go. You might need to obviously adjust it, Control T again, okay, and that's the exact same thing. You can do it again with the film grain, take it over, Control T again, and there we go. It's got the exact same properties as you can see there, just slightly adjusted, but you can see what I mean. If you had multiple images to edit, you don't need to go through all of that again. You could just tweak the size of it, flip it, rotate it, you can do whatever. So that is how to quickly add some film grain, some light leaks on your image to make it look nice and vintage. Just let me know, guys, if you like this video, if you want to see some more tips from me. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely tag me in your photos as well so I can see if you've done this effect, and catch you guys in the next one.